This is Sheepdog Preparedness. Are you ready? Well, good morning again. Welcome to Sheepdog Preparedness. Always good to be back with you. Unusually warm still. We've had a slight cold snap that didn't last very long, but for here in Missouri, it's still, almost 60 degrees today and 60 tomorrow. It's crazy. Absolutely unbelievable, but still getting cold enough at night that the wood stove needs to be fired up, and we're going to keep on stacking the wood, keep on splitting wood. So wanted to talk a little bit today about winter, since we're only a couple of days away from the start of winter. And the video title, Winter is Coming, kind of a steal from Game of Thrones. I'm not a huge Game of Thrones fan yet. I have started watching it, and I'm interested in it, so I will continue to watch that. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good series. I'm early on in season 1, so looks to be good. But winter is coming, folks, and it's a good time of year to be a prepper, to be a survivalist, because we're ready. We stay ready. And for those of you that are not into it yet, this to me is the ideal time to get into it. I always remember when I was a police officer, never fails. The big snowstorm comes, and everyone knows it's coming. Weatherman forecasts it, days out. They're way out ahead of it. They're telling people, get ready, get what you need, and get your butt planted, and people still don't do it. That snowstorm hits, and there's always those idiots that think they've got to go to Walmart. And there's the people that just refuse to stay home from work and refuse to stay home from school. And they're out there clogging up the roadways and causing all the accidents and keeping the first responders busy. And it's ridiculous. And a lot of it's because people just were not prepared, and that they don't take the time to get the stuff together that they need. And they're stuck having to go out in the middle of the storm. It's just stupid. Doesn't make a bit of sense. So use this time while it's still decent. If you're in an area where you're not snowed in yet, get the stuff you need. Top everything off. Get extra canned goods. Get extra non-perishable food. Get powdered milk and powdered eggs so that you don't have to go out and do that. Throw a few extra loaves of bread in the freezer. Get the firewood stacked up a little bit higher. Get extra fuel sources. Have a backup plan for electricity and heating so that you don't have to worry about that. If it's an ice storm or it's very, very heavy snow and limbs start falling and power goes out, you've got to be able to stay warm. So whether it's a kerosene heater or whether it's some other alternative source, get that figured out. For us, it's going to be the wood stove, what I just showed you. Now, that's an outside wood stove, so all it takes to run that beast is the blower. Plug the blower into an outlet, and it's got automatic temperature control on this box, and it kicks on when it needs to. As soon as it gets hot enough to run, the blower starts running, and it's tied into the ductwork inside the house. So all I got to do is grab my generator out of the shop, set it next to the wood stove, fire the generator up, plug the wood stove blower into it, boom. We've got heat for the whole house. Run a cord from that generator inside the house to power a few important things, and we're set. So I'll make sure before a big winter storm to always go top off the gas cans. Keep several 5-gallon gas cans on hand, so we always, top those off. Fill the generator up to make sure it's topped off. Start it up, run it for a few minutes, check the oil on it and things like that. But as far as food and things like that go, I never have to run out before a storm to do that. That's the cool thing about being a prepper. You've got that stuff ready to go. If weather changes at a moment's notice and big snowstorm rolls in, don't care. Can't get to work, stay home, and rock and roll. Got everything here we need. So just wanted to remind everyone to get your winter preparedness stuff together. Get extra blankets, get extra food, have water on hand, extra water. And medicines is a big one too. If you have somebody in your family that takes medication that they're going to have, make sure you get an extra refill on those things if you can, if your insurance allows it, or if you can do it out of pocket, get extra refills so that you don't have to worry about running out of important things like that. Check batteries, make sure you've got good supply of batteries on hand for radios and communications things. It won't be long. If you haven't had it yet, you got snow on the way. I saw a graphic online, it's been 4 or 5 days ago. One of the forecast models was already talking about a huge Christmas Day winter storm coming for this part of the country. And the model showed 25 inches of snow for this area. It got everyone's attention, that's for sure. And I love a big snowstorm. I say bring it on. To be snowed in, roads closed off, schools closed, everybody home from work, even businesses closed because it's so bad. I love it. Call me crazy, but I think it's cool. It takes you back, to the way things used to be. If you're stuck at home, you got to make do with what you got. And to me, that's cool. It's good practice for SHTF. You get those big winter storms, it's a good time to find the holes in your plans and find where you need to improve on your supplies. So take care out there, folks. Still a whole lot going on around the world, financially, politically, biblically. We're right in the middle of it all, folks. Are you ready?